this Silver Comedies, and I am here with this fine lady here. What's your name?
My name is Choma Precious Ekoro.
Okay, Choma Precious Ekuru. Okay, she's a student, a graduate student of UNN, and I learned you are the best graduating in your unit.
Okay, well, by God's grace, yes, in the counseling units
Okay,
under the
counseling.
Departments of Educational Foundation, UNN, University of Nigeria and Soccer. Yes, I happen to be the best graduating
Wow.
with a CGPA of 4.47. By God's
Okay.
grace, yes.
Wow, this is actually amazing, Okay, I'm surprised and curious somehow. Why? Because I learned you are somehow visually,
Visually challenged?
challenged, yeah,
Okay.
right?
Yes, I am.
Okay, so you don't see people at all?
Well, as I'm standing here with you right now, I can't actually describe how you look like, of course, but I can actually visualize shadowishly, okay? But I can't say you are fair or dark,
Okay.
Yes,
but-
I'm visually impaired.
Okay. Okay, so like clearly, somehow like you only is a kind of shadow,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Okay. So, well, sorry about that, and I'm not supposed to tell you sorry because I don't see that weighing you down. You've been a strong woman. For you to get to this level, with this challenge, that I am actually, very impressed and happy. Do you understand? So one thing again is this: how was it possible for you? Like, how did you come to this level? With this challenge, coming to school. Someone will have to hold you, or maybe something like that. Going to the class every day, someone has to hold you. How was it possible for you to even get to this level?
Okay, I would say first is God is faithful. Yeah, He's a faithful Father.
Okay.
All right, because I couldn't have done it on my own,
All right.
personally, based on my own strength. Okay.
Yeah.
So everything I did, any input I made, any success story, the struggles, the challenges, it was all, was all possible to come this far by grace of God. All right.
Wow.
Although I had my struggles, I have my challenges.
Okay.
You can imagine what it takes for someone who is not physically challenged to go through the four walls of the university. Talk more
Yeah.
of someone who is, doesn't make use of your sight. Okay.
Yeah.
You have to run to class, the same classroom that every other person is struggling to meet up with at 7 a.m. at times.
Okay.
You are struggling with your guide stick, finding your way,
Yeah.
trying to say, hello, who is passing? Please, can you be of help? Sometimes
Wow.
you come out, you stand by the roadside, you're like, please, are you going this way?
Okay,
And like that, you're able to meet up the class time, a timetable. You're able
Yeah.
to sit for your exams, sit for
Yeah.
your quiz. And then everything I can just say it's not by my own making. Yeah, I know I was always pushing, but it's all by the grace of God. Yes, that's what I can say.
Okay. All right. So when did this thing happen? Like the challenge, the visual challenge. So when did it happen? Was it a in-birth thing?
No. It actually started 2009.
Okay.
Yes, it actually started 2009. Then I was still preparing for my senior WAEC. Yes.
Wow. Like already in secondary school.
Yes.
Okay. So was it by accident?
No, it was caused by a migraine headache. In fact, that was what started everything. Like I was having this constant migraine.
Okay.
And then we are treating migraine like headache and trying to cut down stress, because in Lagos then I'll come back from school, I have to join my elder sister who I was living with for her bead craft business.
Yeah.
And so she was thinking that it might be a kind of stress factor.
Yeah.
But at the long run, we started noticing differences in the way I see. I couldn't see tiny objects. I couldn't see far distances. Gradually, I couldn't identify people anymore. But before we got to that point, we actually tried out some medical took some medical step anyways. Yes.
Wow. Oh, sorry about that. Wow. About still, grateful to God, for seeing you through, even after all this whole stress, and then you're still waxing very strong and very much encouraged. I think you are a courageous woman for being able to get to this level. I saw why they posted online about you and your scores in school, So I was very much impressed, and I said, okay, fine. Why don't I get up to this girl and then try to get some info from her, how she made it possible. So for that, I want to know what's your advice to those women and men, young ones who has this resemblance of a challenge, a kind of, some close lookalike challenge, or maybe like visual challenge, or maybe kind of disabilities, maybe finding it hard to walk, or some, amputated people, like what's your advice to them, how they should look at this life, how can they come out of their shackle to be genuine and believe on themselves, without fear, or feeling lonely, without feeling like they are being left behind.
Okay. To come into that.
Yeah.
Well, there's something we call resilience.
Okay.
And me personally, I don't love to be pitied. We have a difference or distinct differentiation between empathy and sympathy. Okay.
Yes.
So people tend to show a lot of sympathy, but they omit empathy.
Yes.
And empathy is what we need as human beings.
Yes.
Okay, so for someone out there who is disabled, well, I won't use the word disabled. We are not disabled, so I'll use the word living with disability of any form.
Okay.
You have to be resilient. Omit that area, that feeling of sympathy. Oh, she's blind. Oh, he's deaf. Okay.
Like it happens in the society every
that's
time,
what people will tell you every day.
Yes.
But me, I'm not looking at the sympathy here. Yeah, it's good to sympathize, but I'm looking at empathy. Okay, you see me finding my way with my guys trying to locate how to move on the way.
Yeah.
You come to me and say, hi, sister, can I be of help? Where are you heading to?
Yeah.
So that's the empathy.
Okay.
So for person living with disabilities, we should look at the empathy. Okay.
Yeah.
We should seek for empathy when necessary and not sympathy.
Okay.
So I believe I can do a lot of things, and Bible says that I can do all things through Christ that strengthens me, right?
Yes.
So I can do all things. I'm not just a graduate of counseling, okay?
Yeah.
I didn't just graduate with 4.47.
Okay.
So while in school, I did some other things. All right.
Okay.
I learned how to bake, even as a visual impaired.
Wow. Like, okay, wait. Okay, wait. Like, even in midst of, okay, while you're in school.
Yes, during the long-term strike, I enrolled into baking class.
Okay, you never wanted to be dull. You never wanted to,
But in the economy today, even if I happen to find a job right now that I'm a graduate, I still need option B for financial,
backup.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
So I won't want to be left behind, because the world is moving. Okay, if I don't move, I'll remain redundant. So I have to go and enroll on how to bake. I learned how to bake cake. Wow. I can bake meat pies. I can make chin-chins. I can make buns. I can make different things. Like I can even do. I can actually give you a functional catering services.
Wow.
Yes.
Okay, so this is another interesting part. I never knew you have something else like this. You do understand? Okay, so you always want to. That's why I said you're a strong woman. For you to be able to get to this level, you are very strong. Do you understand? And I have now, I've now confirmed it that you are actually very strong. For you to be able to do other, jobs, like I don't know what I call that job, or you just learn a handle.
Yeah, I learned that skill to add to the one I have. But because before now, I'm a bead designer. maybe one of these days I'll be giving you samples of what I can do. I'm a bead designer. The only thing I'm actually looking forward is finance to actually start up some things on it. I can make palms with beads. I can decorate palms, footwears. I can make handbags with beads. Even if you have already made handbag and you want some kind of bead designs on it, I can actually do that for you, and you have a different look. I can make classical necklaces for ladies.
Wow.
I'm into bead designing for both traditional marriages, okay? Not just English beads alone.
Okay, so do you have like examples of the ones you've done already?
Maybe another video I'll be able to maybe show you samples of those things I've made and all that.
Okay.
But while I was in school too, because I was actually managing myself when it comes to finances, okay?
Yeah.
Some people out there think that you have maybe someone strong out there sponsoring you, feeding you, but it's not like that in the actual true sense.
Yes,
sometimes you get maybe one or two help from people or maybe from organization, but it's not enough to cater for your need. I mean, you have to buy the textbook, you have to scan them. You know, our own way of study is quite expensive. You can actually trade from here right now to the gate, but I can't, so I have to board a cab. So even the textbook that every other student will buy and read with their visual sight, I can't do that. I have to go through scanning it, and a page for scanning, how much it costs. So getting this material ready for my accessibility is quite expensive. I can't study without a laptop. That's the only way I can write, and a talking laptop for that matter. Okay, I have my laptop have to be a talking laptop. So this makes our education, our lives very expensive. So I have to look for other ways to help myself. So I engaged in trading of bed sheets, student bed sheets. I came here, I found out that students sometimes they come around, they need some bed sheets to change their like bed covers and all that. So I have to create something different from what is there in the market. And then I went to a designer and said, please sir, can you do this and that? And he was able to catch my vision.
You gave him a clue of a
what
kind of design you want.
The kind of bed sheet that when you wear it on your bed, it holds the bed. It holds the foam, because some students are very lousy and lazy to lay their beds. So when you wear it, it's going to be tied to the foam. Even when they wake up, they might not need much work to do on the foam. So and then I started circulating it. I go with my guy stick to different canteens in the university community. I go to a girls' hostel. I market my products and I started selling. So sometimes they call me on phone and say, we need this, we need that. I also heard about Long Reach. I started distributing Long Reach products. Okay.
This girl. you never want to do at
even
all.
Even down to my lecturers, some of them know that I sell these things and they make orders for it. So I was doing these things to help myself. So anybody can do anything. It's just a matter of belief. Your belief system, yes.
All right, you heard it. You heard it just right from her. You see, it's not good to do yourself. Once you are out, once you are a human being, you need to do something. Just start doing something. Don't sit back and think that maybe because you have a little challenge and you cannot do anything, you will only do anything by the help of people. No, sometimes you remain strong in yourself, and that's how God helps you too. You just be resilient. Believe that in yourself that you can do it. At all times, just believe you can do it. Do you understand? Don't keep dulling. Don't think that because I cannot trek down to that street by myself, I should just sit back and wait for someone. Just make a try. Do you understand? By calculating your steps, maybe one of these days you can go there by yourself, just by count your steps, and then you can get there and come back. So just you don't need to sit back, right? So share this video. As you're sharing this video, make sure you hit the like button, and then say what you think about this girl. Congratulate her. It's not easy, coming out with this.
I need a job now.
Yeah, just like she said it. Yeah. So say it to the appropriate. So what did you read in school? I didn't ask you that. I think I made a mistake.
No, there's no problem.
Sorry about that.
There's no problem. So I studied guidance and counseling. So I'm a professional counselor by God's grace. Although you can still call me a counselor in training, because I intend to also further in my master's program and all that.
Okay.
I'm actually praying and I'm looking forward to
With
get
this result you have,
a
I
good
think
paying
you
job.
don't need you don't
See,
need to do.
look, I'm marketable, okay? I am
Alright.
employable. I have computer skills. So if I get a job, I'll not be a liability, but I rather I'll be an asset, okay, by God's grace.
I believe you. I believe you because hearing from you now, like the things you're into, the things you do, just to make ends meet. I know that you're actually a hustler. That's what you are. So there's no need. Someone who has you in the office will always be cheerful.
My God's grace.
And you smile a lot.
And please, before you go away there, please, there are people around you who are physically challenged, who have one issue or the other.
Yeah.
Please don't just leave them in the house, especially for those who have our parents out there. My elder brother took it upon himself to ensure that I get trained in a special school when I had this challenge.
Okay.
After trying every method, every other means to get my sight recovered,
yeah.
and it was not forthcoming. I started pushing him, okay, and he was there to actually encourage me. And they got to this special school where I have to go through this training to learn how to study Braille. Like I studied Braille, I studied computer usage and all that, so I could able to fit into the school, secular school, like in the university here. If not, how would I have coped, writing or doing things that other people
that
do?
really helped
So
you.
please, if you have a challenged person at home, even if the person is no longer within the school going age, the person can learn one skill or the other and start being productive. Okay? There are a lot of potentials inside of us and waiting to be tapped. Okay, so we need you out there. Please, I'm begging for the sake of other people.
You heard
Thank
it.
you very much. Thank
Please
you.
make sure you share this video and let it get to the right people. Do you understand? At least someone like this needs kudos. Needs,
I need a plate of memory.
but I think something more bigger than that. Okay. So I really appreciate you. Okay.
Thank you.
And it's good you've done all this. Just to make sure you fit in the community, in the society. Do you understand? So you are not going to be left alone. Do you understand? I think once you're in the midst of people, once you can express yourself very well, once you can do what other people do, there's no need leaving you behind. Do you understand? So you're in, right? And I appreciate you for everything. So again, I wanted to ask, what's your relationship like? Are you married?
I'm single and shining.
So so I'm single and I need to. Okay, I'll check you in maybe one of these.
Come on,
days.
I don't think you are single. Please, Chief, let me see for single boys.
Okay. Okay, do I look married?
Come on, I don't know, but I don't think you are a chance.
Okay,
Are you
no
chance?
problem. Maybe I'll explain myself better. All right now.
That's
so
good.
have a good time, okay?
Thank you very much.
And, I really love the way your kind of person. I really love you being courageous. Do you understand? I love the way you stayed strong. You remain strong, and you're still pushing on. Thank you for everything.
Thank you very much.
All right. So have a good time.
All right, bye.
All right, dear.
Bye.
All right.